Hello, I'm Harry Duvachel, and I'm going to compare the accuracy of the seek method with the offset fetch clause. I'll select the demo link in the accurate results section to use the app, which contains two grid views. The grid view on the left uses the offset fetch clause, and the grid view on the right uses the seek method to query the database. Both grids are bound to the same data source, producing identical results if the underlying data remains static and unchanged. But their results may differ if the data changes. Now, in the real world, multiple users will simultaneously access an application, inserting, updating, and deleting records which will change the underlying data of your application. The buttons on the bottom of this app will simulate changing data by adding a new product 5 or deleting all product 5s from the database. Let's see this in action. As you look at these grids, they have 10 results per page, and as you page through, they have identical results. And they give you 31, 41 through 50 on both pages. So as we get back here, let's delete product 5 from the database. Now, as we page to the next page, we expect to see 21 through 30 on both grids. Now, with a seek grid, we get the results as expected, 21 through 30. But with the offset grid, it literally skipped row 21, and it gives you rows 22 through 31. Now, if we go back to the previous page, we'll see that row 21 does exist. It's just that the offset fetch query skipped that altogether. And the reason is it's counting rows, and you can see that row 5 is missing in both grids. Now let's reload the page. Now we are back to having the full database with 1 through 10 on the first page. And again, as we're paging through the database, let's add another product 5. So again, we will expect the next page to have 21 through 30 for both grids. And when we go there, again, the seek method gives you 21 through 30 as expected, but the offset fetch grid repeats row 20. And that is because now there are 2 row 5s, and that is in both grids. So the reason for this discrepancy is the seek method uses parameters from the first record to give you your previous counts. Let's reload this. So what happens is it will use parameters from the last record, 20, and when you page to the next page, it says what's greater than 20 is 21. So it just uses parameters from the last record to give you the next page of results. And it also uses record or parameters from the first record in the grid to send to the database to give you the results for the previous page. So it is consistent. Whereas the offset fetch clause, on the other hand, blindly counts rows, which could give you inaccurate results because the row counting is always done from the beginning without accounting for dynamic data, resulting in changing row numbers. This limitation is documented in Microsoft's website, where the offset fetch clause requirement that to achieve stable results, the underlying data that is used by the query must remain static and not changed. Feel free to click on the accurate results demo link yourself to test this when this video is finished. Thank you for viewing this video. Please view other videos and have a nice day.